The Vision High School Sports Beat is brought to you by the 9 locally owned Vision Automotive Group dealerships from Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Hyundai, Kia, and Nissan, with locations in Webster, Henrietta, Greece, Penfield, Fairport, and Canandaigua. Online at visionauto.com. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Vision Automotive Group's High School Sports Beat. I'm Bill Pucko. Every week at this time we take a comprehensive look at sports in Section 5 in Monroe County. We begin, as we always do, with our honor roll of high school teams. Number 3 this week, Webster Schrader. Softball and baseball. Both Warrior teams are in top seed in Class AA. Adriana Dalal led Schrader to a quarterfinal tournament softball win of a Spencerport, pitched a one-hitter at a home run and drove in 3. Warriors are 18-3. The baseball team got past Penfield in the quarterfinals off a 5-hitter from Nate Chase. The baseball team is 19-2. That's 37-4 combined. At number 2, the Pittsford boys tennis teams. Mendon edged defending champion Churchville Chili in the Class A final 4-3. It was the Vikings' 7th crown in 9 years. Sutherland beat Batavia to claim the Class BB title. And at number 1, Greece Olympia boys track and field. The Spartans won the boys team title at the Monroe County League Championships. Olympia is one of the smaller teams in the county and only claimed one event, the 400-meter relay, and got by most of this year without star runner Carnell Noble, but won its 2nd county title in the last 3 years. Which brings us to Pittsford, where both the lacrosse teams, boys and girls, were playing for Section 5 titles, and the story of a girl thankful for second chances. Pittsford played for another girls lacrosse championship this year. A win in the title game would make 3 in the last 5 years. Monica Senna was a junior at the top of her game when the Panthers made their run to the title in 2014. Senna started the season, but didn't finish.
It was in the first game of the season. It was right in the second half. So it was right after preseason and everything. I got hit and I went down, and we knew right away what it was, so it was a bummer, but I got surgery like 3 months later and like just about a year ago, and I had to go through a ton of rehab, physical therapy like every day.
What was the toughest part of that?
It's hard to get through, like you have to learn how to walk again. You have to learn how to be able to run. You have to take it step by step. It's like you're starting over fresh, and it's hard to come back over the mental part of it too after missing the whole season and stuff. So
is there any point in that time where you begin to think this isn't worth it?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you definitely feel like you gotta just there's definitely times where you just want to feel like you give up and stuff, but you never do. I mean, that's what being an athlete is. You just gotta stick through and keep working hard, just looking at the bigger picture.
That's why it's so easy to root for Santa now. While she lost her major recruiting year to an injury, and along with it some Division I aspirations, she still wound up with an offer from Lemoyne, where she will attend next year. Right now, though, she's enjoying what she missed out on last year.
We really go out of our way to, work on the knees and strengthen the knees, and every warm-up they do some knee exercises where they're jumping lines and doing different things to try to strengthen that area because of it, and they do get wore down, in that respect, a lot. In other ways, they're stronger.
Injuries are a fact of life in sports at all levels. With the proliferation of interest in girls' sports, you have to be that much more careful.
We thought she was definitely one of our best players, and she was a real motivator for the girls, and the girls rally around her, and to get her back and have her back at full strength in running midfield this year has been a real blessing for us.
It's been a banner year for lacrosse in Pittsford, with both the boys and girls teams playing for championships last week.
It's a really cool experience. We're really good friends with a lot of them, so it's really cool to have this experience with them.
And, we both go to each other's games and support each other, and we're hoping to get to their game before ours, so.
Tennis is next, and a package deal when the Vision Automotive Group's High School Sports Beat continues. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us. This is the Vision Automotive Group's High School Sports Beat, and I'm Bill Pucko. Time now for our honor roll of high school athletes. At number 3, John Parker of Webster Christian Academy, which makes an appearance this week. Parker was eye-poppingly good, leading the Warriors baseball team to a tournament victory over Prattsburgh. He pitched a 2-hitter and struck out 17. Webster Christian is 13-3, playing out of Class D. At number 2, when you think School of the Arts, you think girls track and field. Maybe not, but maybe you should. The Silverhawks won their 3rd straight Rochester City Athletic Conference crown. Tamaya Guilford won the 100 and the 400-meter hurdles. Karina Giannini claimed the 1,500 and 3,000 runs and was named the runner of the meet. And at number 1, sprinter Calvary Rogers, who runs for the Greece Athena Odyssey team. He's a senior at Odyssey. A triple winner at the Monroe County Track and Field Championships. He claimed the 100, the 200, and the 400-meter runs. A triple play that he'll be favored to repeat at sectionals, which will give him 9 track titles over his indoor and outdoor career. Which brings us to Harley-Allendale, Columbia, where Dayton University has negotiated a package deal. Matt Gamble is the top tennis player in Section 5. In fact, the junior from Webster Schrader is the defending New York State boys tennis champ. He went through all of last season without so much as losing a set to a sectional opponent. But Harley's Jordan Benjamin is gaining on him.
I definitely made it competitive for him since the last time he won in straight sets. So this was a little different. I got the first set, and it made him have to compete to get the next 2 sets.
Do you think he's so good that we should actually be talking like this? I mean, that it is an accomplishment to take a set from this kid?
Yeah, he's a very good player. I know that I'm just as good, and he might be a little bit better, but I know I've been working pretty hard, and I'm looking forward to playing him again if we play in the state final.
Benjamin claimed a set from Gamble in the state qualifier. He's at the top of his game right now.
I've been playing it since I was 4, and I really like to use my athleticism when I'm playing. I stretch for as many balls as possible, and I try not to give up as many points. And I love hitting volleys. Coming up to net is my favorite.
Do you think your athleticism is like your calling card?
Yes, so it really helps when you can move pretty well in tennis. And I guess I use that to my advantage, knowing that I can get to almost any ball. And if I get there, I know I can have a good play on it.
We've had him on the team for so long. I remember as a little kid, he played and didn't have a lot of strength and relied on his defense. He's still a great defensive player, but because he's grown in his physical strength, partly as a result of maturation, partly because he's working out more, he's actually undertaken a program of conditioning. His serve has gotten a lot better, and that's helped him.
Jordan Benjamin has a secret weapon. His twin sister, Christina, also a tennis player, and like Jordan, headed to Dayton University to continue to play. They help each other constantly.
I get to work defensively because he's playing super hard when I'm playing against him, and he gets to work more offensively. But I love just having a hitting partner. Don't have to text anyone, just to get to ask my brother to hit.
That's awesome. And in terms of how you're making his game better, are you helping him?
Yeah. So I feel like I hit pretty hard, he hits pretty hard, and just the opportunity that we have to just hit with each other all the time, we're definitely benefiting from that.
Kim is next with Making the Grade. Up later in our All Sports High School Game of the Week, a little extra tournament lacrosse when the Vision Automotive Group's High School Sports Beat continues.
Welcome back, and thanks for watching the Vision High School Sports Beat. I'm Kim Burnson. It's time now for our Making the Grade segment, where we focus on high school athletes for what they do both on and off the field. Our nomination this week takes us out to the west side, where Brockport junior Tori Penders is making the grade. Tori is a two-sport athlete at Brockport High School. In the fall, she received a Scholar Athlete Award for soccer and was chosen for first team All-County and AGR Honorable Mention in lacrosse. As her team's MVP and captain, she engages in Brockport's SALT Committee, made up of team leaders chosen by coaches. There, they discuss ways of becoming better role models to their teammates and underclassmen. Tori also extends her leadership to the classroom. She's currently heavily involved in Student Council and Key Club, where she contributes to fundraisers throughout the year. Tori leads through example. She's part of Project Lead the Way. It's a technology and engineering-based 4-year program involving honors courses for college credit. Through the 313 partnership with SUNY Brockport, which Tori was recently accepted into, she will have completed a year of college before graduating high school next spring. Nominated for her leadership and her drive for success, this week Brockport's Tori Penders is making the grade. If you have a nomination for our Making the Grade segment, we want to hear from you. You can contact us at info@classywolf.com. I'm Kim Burnson. Now here's Bill with a look at our Section 5 calendar.
There are just 4 events left to be played in the Rochester area, all state-level contests. They begin Wednesday when St. John Fisher College will play host to the state semifinals in boys lacrosse. On Friday, SUNY Brockport hosts a softball doubleheader with the Western Regionals from Class AA at 2 o'clock and Class A at 4. Cal Mum is home to the track and field state qualifying meet. That's the big one. It's on Friday, June the 5th, and the final event of the local sports season, Section 5 hosts the baseball regionals in Class A at a site to be determined. State championships will be awarded this week in girls lacrosse on Friday and Saturday in Cortland. The boys' title game is Saturday in Vestal. Boys Tournament Lacrosse. It's a good one in our all-sports high school game of the week when the Vision Automotive Group's High School Sports Beat continues. Welcome back to the Vision High School Sports Beat. I'm Bill Pucko. Sudden death, in a sports sense at least, we love it. We offer Fairport and Penfield in the boys Section 5 lacrosse semifinals in our all-sports high school game of the week. This was a battle between the last 2 Section 5 large school boys lacrosse champions. Third-seeded Fairport graduated 19 from last year's championship squad and had to survive a 5-game losing streak to get here.
This was something that, about 4 weeks ago, if you'd asked me we'd be here tonight, I would say no way. I didn't know where we would be. But they've really kind of grown in the last 2 weeks as a team. And we've had some kids now kind of step up and take a little bit more of a leadership role that early in the year they did not.
Penfield won 3 of its previous 4 games and owned a victory at Fairport from early in the season.
We've had some ups and downs, we've had some injuries, but that's Class A lacrosse in Rochester. So you know what, if you get to this point, it's who's getting healthy, who's playing well, and we say all the time, you have 16 to get ready for 6, so that's where we are.
It didn't take long for Penfield to get on the board. Twice, just 38 seconds in, a familiar combination for the Eagles scored. Carter Jordan passing to Max Spann.
We've been playing with each other for years now. We're going on like 12 years together. We play on every team together, travel teams, and over the years we've really gotten a feel for each other and where we're going to be. So I think that really helps us this year.
Jordan was in the middle of the next scoring play that came just a minute 12 later. Spann to Jordan to Kevin Wall for the goal that made it 2-0 Penfield. The hard-working Red Raiders stayed close, though. Dylan Delorme out to T.J. Hendricks made it a 2-1 game. The last goals of the first quarter kept Fairport within 1. Matt Gasbarry got it. It was 3-2 Penfield after 1 quarter. Spann got the 2-goal back for the Patriots 2 minutes into the second. Fairport got a goal back. Brian Dunham to Mitchell DeSanto to Hendricks to make it 4-3. Then Hendricks got his third of the game to tie it at 4-4.
We were playing really well. We were seeing guys who were open. We were finishing our shots. I mean, Willie's a great goalie, and we finished a couple on him, which was great.
One more goal brought the game to the half. Penfield got it. Hunter Savichev to Spann to Joey Barbosa. Great combination. 5-4 Penfield. Fairport down 1.
All right, right now, 3 goals have been our fault. All right, they didn't earn them. You understand me? All right, so you got to now figure a way to get back in this. All right, and I know how to do it. You got to have a little bit more effort, and we got to be smarter. Take care of the ball. Take care of one another. Plain and simple. All right, hey, you want to play Wednesday night? Yeah. All right, then you got to get through this done. I want to practice 3 more days and play 1 more game with this group. You understand me? So you got to get it done now in the next 24 minutes. All right, it's got to be all effort, up and down. This is yours if you want to. All right, yours. Let's go. Let's go. Go.
The Raiders kept playing well from behind and caught a big break in the third quarter when the Penfield goalie got a little careless handling the ball and lost it to Cameron Gebhardt, who scored to tie the game at 5. Down a goal again, Fairport again managed the equalizer, Jake Bucci scoring to make it a 6-6 game. With just 2:11 left in the third, the Raiders snagged the lead for the very first time in the contest. Michael Modesti out to Kyle McAvoy in the slot, and Fairport owned the 7-6 lead. The climb to get that go-ahead goal, what did it feel like when you guys finally had a lead?
The climb was amazing. Like, having the feeling of being up, knowing like that you're going to go to the next level, it's just great, but we had to keep it, and we didn't.
To the fourth quarter, Fairport with an early bid to go 2 goals up. Delorme to McAvoy, but Penfield keeper Willie Clan made the nice stop to keep it a 1-goal game and gave the Patriots a chance to tie it. With just over 6 minutes left, Savicic created an opening coming out from behind the Fairport net to get the game-tying goal. It was 7-7.
Well, I took a couple of shots earlier in the game and I shot low, and he stopped it right away. And then when I came up, coaches told me to shoot high, so I shot high and it went in.
Each team had late-game possessions to try to win it in regulation. Neither could. But Penfield had a man-up situation with 11 seconds left, a situation that carried into the overtime with the team still tied 7-7. It was a golden goal situation. First score wins. Penfield still had the ball. Fairport never got it back. 25 seconds in, Glenn Roshetsky to Jordan to that man Spann for the game winner. Was it a set play at all? Because you guys are coming out of the intermission.
We had a play called, but at that point, Max is open, so I just threw it to him. Figured, why not get this one here? We ran that play 3 times. We scored twice. 2 of my goals came off that same as that pass from Carter Jordan. And when we were man up at the end, I knew we were going to run the same play, and I knew Carter was going to find me, and I finished.
We'd like to thank our partners at the Vision Automotive Group. They make the Sports Beat possible.
As do you. Thanks once again for watching, and we'll see you next week on the Vision Automotive Group's High School Sports Beat.